Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news markets are ignoring weak Chinese data today and focusing on the positives. But first, there was another dairy auction earlier. However, this one isn't about auction prices, which rose 2.4% in US dollar terms. It's really all about the exchange rate, because the New Zealand dollar, in New Zealand dollar terms, the auction prices fell 3.1%. And in local currency, that means prices have now fallen for 4 consecutive auctions and wiping out all the good September rises. Analysts may have to give up on some of their 2022-23 season payout forecasts now. The New Zealand dollar has risen 5.6% since the prior auction. In the US, retail sales last week rose only about the CPI inflation rate from year-ago levels. So that is a noticeable slowing of sales volumes heading into their holiday shopping seasons. Gradually, some of the heat is going out of American producer price inflation too. It was up 8% in October from a year ago, but only up an annualised rate of 2.5% in October from September. Core rates rose even less on that same basis. And American consumers are loading up on more personal debt after many years of relative restraint, and especially credit card debt. US household debt climbed at its fastest pace since 2008 in the third quarter of 2022, and credit card balances were surging even as interest rates that lenders charge to consumers hit a multi-decade high. And Canada reported that their house prices continued their slide for an 8th month in October as buyers and sellers adjusted to an environment of high interest rates. Prices are now down more than 10% from their peak and lower than year-ago levels now. And the Japanese economy unexpectedly contracted 1.2% on an annualised basis in the third quarter of 2022, missing market forecasts of a 1.1% rise. And China's industrial production rose 5% year-on-year in October according to their official data, less than the market estimates of a 5.2% increase and after a 6.3% growth in the prior month. But electricity production barely reached year-ago levels. So unless the Chinese are undergoing a large productivity gain, it is hard to see how these official figures are what is really going on in their factories. And Chinese retail sales fell, and that's according to their official data, slipping 0.5% year-on-year, hurt by the food service sector, which dropped more than 8%. The US Treasury 10-year yield starts today at 3.84% and down half of the 6 basis points it rose yesterday. And the price of gold will open today little changed at $1,772 an ounce. And oil prices start today little changed as well from this time yesterday, just on $85.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is at $92.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar will open today at 61.7 US cents and 0.75 cents stronger. In fact, it's almost a 3-month high now. Against the Australian dollar, we're unchanged at 91 Australian cents, but against the euro, we're also firm up a half a cent to 59.5 euro cents. That all means our trade weight index starts today at 70.4 and up 40 basis points. Get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.